Hey, happy Tuesday. I don't think I have talked to y'all in like 2 days. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. You ever just hit points in your life where things just seem like they go into hyperdrive and you are just so freaking busy all day long that like you'll lose a whole month of your life before you realize it? Well, the last few days have been like that. Like, my God, I don't know. I've just had a lot going on. I've been busy at work. I've had a lot of stuff here to do. It's just, I've hit this cycle where I just have a lot going on. It'll calm back down. Of course, I think that's most of adulthood. We just keep saying, well, it'll calm down in a little bit. We keep saying that till we die. Like, it never calms down. The air just came on. Well, I hope your week is going well. Originally, I was going to go to a class tonight, but then that didn't work out because I had to come home and take care of something. And I had a rough day. I had a really, really busy day. And I was just like, I got here, I did what I had to do. And it's like, can I just stay here? Because I really wanted to do a Carl video. This is what Carl's hair looks like when it's not on me. This, this crazy ass wig. I already got his shirt on. I got his shirt on and I got his wig out. And I got to start working on my voice a little bit, but I'm not quite ready for that yet. I got to get my nail polish off. A lot of people have said Carl wearing nail polish kind of throws them off. So usually I try to do a Carl video when I'm about ready to swap my nail polish out anyway. And I think I'll do my toenails while I'm at it. I'm just going to do them both. And since I'm not going to a class, I have a little bit of extra time. I've kind of gotten back into watching Man in the High Castle again. I'm going through and watching it again. So it'll give me a little bit of time to just sit and relax and watch that for a little bit. Maybe like watch one episode. Each one is 45 minutes roughly. So maybe I can watch that and then I can, get ready for bed. And I have an appointment after work tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to go to a class tomorrow either. This whole week has just been screwed up. I did go to a class last night and I'll probably go to one Thursday and Friday, but some days I just can't make it. Some days I just need to come home and just not go anywhere. Like, I just really wanted to come home today, take care of what I had to take care of, and just be Carl. Like, I just want to put on a wig and I just want to be Carl for a little bit. I don't want to be me. I want to be Carl. If that makes any sense. Like, can I just be him for a little bit? I can't deal with this world anymore. Mother said it would be hard. I just had no idea it would be this ridiculous. So I can take this and put it on. I can take this and put it on and just be Carl for a little while. But I got up here and I realized I didn't have my signs. You know what Carl's going to tell you about? He may have already done this in the past. I can't remember. I mean, I could go back and look. He's going to give you dating tips. Tips for getting with the woman you love. Because what better person to give advice like that than Carl? I go back and forth on him, like, has he ever actually dated anyone? Has he ever actually had a girlfriend? I'm cuddling his hair like a pet. I don't know. Do you think he has? Carl's kind of a mystery. There's a lot we don't know. It's very ambiguous. It's kind of like, it reminds me of Maris from Frasier. Like, you never really see her, but you hear a lot of crazy shit about her. Like, there's no way this person is real. How could you ever get a person to play Maris? Like, it would be impossible. I mean, the way they describe her as you go through the seasons, like, no human could be Maris. Like, she has all these crazy physical aspects or whatever. They couldn't show her. There's no way anyone could actually be Maris. Anyway, he's going to give you dating advice. I jotted down some quick things earlier for him to talk about, and I'm just going to go down the list and let him ad-lib. I think there are 12 items on the list, and I will just let him ad-lib. I don't do a script or anything. A lot of times I don't have anything written down. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This time I went ahead and made a list of 12 tips for him to give you. And so I'll let him talk about that, and with his fancy shirt and his jewelry on. So I'm just going to be Carl for a little bit, and then I'm going to go watch TV. I stopped and picked up food for my younger son. My older son's not here tonight. So he's fed. And what did I have for dinner? I had a wheat tortilla and 2 handfuls of Fruit Loops. That was my dinner. And 1 chicken nugget. That was my dinner. Now I'll probably have something else. I have some tomatoes that I picked off my plants out there. I have enough, I think, to make a couple of sandwiches. I might just make a couple of tomato sandwiches. I don't have any Marita bread right now. All I have is the white bread from Aldi, which is nowhere near as good, but I don't feel like going to the store to get any bread, so I'll just use what I have. What else has happened? A whole lot of nothing. I've been really busy, but none of it has been interesting. That's the downside. I've been so busy, but it's been like boring shit. Has anything interesting happened? No. Not that I know of. My dad called me, what was it, Friday? I was at work, and he called me, which was odd, like, okay, it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and he called me. And he said, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm at work." I want to preface it with, "I'm at work. How are you?" Because nothing against my dad, but I found with people who are retired, sometimes they forget that everybody else is not also retired. He goes, "Oh, you're at work?" I said, "Yeah." "They made y'all work today?" I said, "Why would they not?" "I thought y'all got the whole week off for the 4th. I said, "Nobody gets the whole week off for the 4th unless you take time off." He said, "Oh, I thought everybody did that. I thought all the companies." I said, "I've never heard of a company giving you the whole week off for the 4th. That's just not something that has ever happened." "Oh, I figured they'd give you the whole week off." No. And then I was depressed, like, oh, that would have been cool, but no, Daddy. We got Tuesday. That was it. Oh my God. Well, we get 2 days what do we get? We get 2 days for Thanksgiving. We get Thanksgiving Day and then the day after. And then for Christmas, we just get Christmas Day and that's it. I mean, a lot of people, if it's like places where I've worked before, they, a lot of places will give you Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but where I work now, we just get Christmas Day. So, whatever. Anyway, we don't really do any kind of big thing for Christmas or Thanksgiving, so I'm not especially worried about it. So anyway, he called me to tell me that one of his best friends passed away. It was so sad. I think he just needed somebody to talk to because my stepmom wasn't there. She has a grown son and grandchildren who live out of state, and she had gone to visit them, so she wasn't there. And I think he just needed somebody to talk to. That was kind of I felt so bad for him. And that's the bad thing when you get to be his age. He'll be 83 in a couple of weeks. Isn't that right? Yeah. And, you get to be that age and you will start losing, even before that, you start losing friends that you've had for decades just because, it just starts to happen more often the older you get. And he said it's just so hard because he's lost several close friends in the last few years. And it's just I just really hate it for him. And he had been going to see his friend frequently because he had had a stroke and was not doing well, but they thought he was getting better. But then he passed away very suddenly on the 4th. And just that was not expected. But anyway, he had been going to see him on a regular basis just to go visit him, to spend some time with him. And said it really seemed to cheer him up to have some company. And so he was glad he did that. He had just seen him like a day or two before he passed away. So he said, "I'm really glad I went to see him when I did because I had no idea that was going to be the last time." And so he was kind of sad about that. And it's hard getting older. I kind of see it as a blessing if you have your health, and you got your wits about you like my dad does. I don't want to get old if my quality of life is shit. I guess we don't get much of a choice, but I think about my mom. She has Alzheimer's, and oh my God. That's so scary to think about getting that. And both of my grandfathers had Parkinson's, and my mom has Alzheimer's. Like, oh dear God, what is going to happen to me? It's not like I'm doomed to get one or the other. Anyway, so he did call me, and we talked for a while, and he went to the funeral this past Saturday, and then this past Monday was they did a funeral where he lived, but they're actually going to bury him in, I think, like somewhere near Raleigh where his daughter lives. I don't know why they're burying him there. He doesn't have any family there, but anyway, that's where they're going to bury him. I don't know. So he was going to go to the funeral on Saturday and then the burial on Monday. So, and then he's planning another trip to see his brother in Florida. And he's just always going here and there. Oh, in Charleston. He has a friend in Charleston he wants to go see. He's just always going and doing. He's very active, which is, I think it's good for him to be like that. Keeps him busy. And it's good to have plans and things to do and a reason to get up every day. I think that's so important, especially as you get older. You need a purpose. Like, you need a reason to get up and do stuff. And he thrives when he has things to do. He likes feeling like he has a purpose and a goal. It's really great. And I think I'm kind of the same way. If I had no purpose, if I had nowhere to be, I'd get so depressed. I'd be so depressed. Like, I need something to work on, somewhere to go and something to do. I don't necessarily have to interact with anybody, but I need something to do. Anyway, so I talked to him Friday, and then what did I do over the weekend? Shit, what did I do? I went to a class Sunday that was wonderful, but then I found out the instructor is going to be out for the next few weeks with some family stuff, and kind of bummed about that. And I'm not sure what they're going to do in place of her class because she's not going to be there. I don't know yet. But I really need to get going. I got to get my nail polish off. Isn't it pretty? I like that color. It's Sally Hansen Miracle Gel. The Friends collection is called Lavendor. D-O-O-R. Like lavender, but Lavendor. That's 2 coats with a shiny top coat over it. And it's already starting to look chippy and bad. And yeah, it's got to go anyway. So I figured tonight's a good night to just go ahead and take the nail polish off and do your thing. Be Carl and let him give people advice on getting with the woman you love. You gotta find a way to get her to go out with you. You gotta get her to notice you and like you, and it's important to make a good impression. I didn't actually mention that in the tips, making a good impression. The first impression is very important. I don't even know what he'd say about it, so I guess it doesn't matter. I'll have him ad-lib some stuff. But I wanted to let you know I haven't forgotten about you. Poor Glenda the Good Witch, he just texted me a minute ago. He said, I'm at Aldi, and he hadn't been there in a while. He said, I cannot believe how much the prices have gone up. He said he hadn't shopped there in several months. He said every time he bought milk there, it would go bad in a couple days. And I have had, not recently, but there for a while, I had the same problem. I don't know if there's something wrong with the refrigerator or what, but I would buy milk there and it would be fine for 2 or 3 days maybe, and then it was bad. You had to pour it out. I mean, it was good for, you'd get about 2 days, maybe 3 days out of it, and then you have to pour it out. So I got to the point that I quit buying milk there because it just kept happening. But I bought milk at Walmart and had the same thing happen. So I don't know what that's about. But he said, I just quit buying anything at Aldi. I just quit going there. And he said, I'm there right now, and I cannot believe how much the prices have gone up. It's like they've doubled on everything I buy here. Like, yeah, I know. I've watched them slowly go up. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's disgusting. But, I mean, it's like they're everywhere. It's not just Aldi shit. It's every store. Whee! Carl's breakdancing. This wig, I'm going to tell you right now, is scratchy as hell. And I take it off, and all I want to do is just scratch my head for a little while. And it gets down in my eyes, and I'm, bleh. This is not my favorite wig right here. It's as annoying as Carl is. So, anyway. But yeah, I haven't forgotten about you. I hope things are going okay for you. I hope it's a good week for you so far. But I had a rough day at work. It was just so damn busy, and ugh. I'm tired. I just want to come home and do nothing. So I'm going to be Carl, and I'm going to go watch my show, and not much else. That may be about all I do. before I have to get ready for bed. But thank you so much for watching and for being here. I apologize. I think I was gone for 2 days. I apologize. I didn't even realize it. I'm like, shit, I don't think I made a video for them in like 2 days. Oh my God. I didn't even realize it. Ugh, the last few days have just been a blur. It's just, I've just had a lot going on. But I didn't forget about you. Well, actually, I think I did kind of forget. But don't feel bad because, hell, everything was a blur. I couldn't keep up with anything. But maybe it'll calm down. Maybe the rest of the week will be less crazy, and maybe I can talk to you some more and get back to sort of a normal pace. But thank you so much for being here. I really hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.